All right, today I am going to open, review, and then install this Azdome dash cam. And as you can see, it's a M01 Pro. And on the back, you can see that it says Azdome dual dash with 32 gig card M01 Pro. So there you go. That's what we're going to take a look at, and then I will go install it in the car. All right, so here we go. It was packaged straight from Amazon, and it arrived in great shape, as you can tell. Using my high dollar knife to open this up, which isn't working too good, but there we go. Got to cut through that very stiff plastic. So this says it's got a card in it, but we'll see here in a minute. Let me get the garbage out of it. All right, so there you go. We're gonna open this puppy up. Like I said, straight from Amazon. There you go. Ow. So that's what it comes in. There is the camera, I would assume. A nice plastic absorption for the camera. And then, ooh, they got a lot of stuff in this box. So in the box, you can see we got the camera, the suction cup. I'm gonna assume that's the cigarette adapter. That is some kind of, probably a tool to remove panels or so forth. This has got like a tape on it, so that might also be what you use to mount in your car. And then you have, ooh, it's got a rear camera. So it's got a front and rear, the wiring harness that probably goes to the back of the car, and then the power cord. Ooh, and it does. It comes with a 32 gig bit, or a 32 gig big. Comes with a 32 gig memory card. That's awesome. Then you have a manual, the owner's manual. And I don't know what this is. This must be some kind of protective screen or something. I'll have to read the instructions. So that's what all comes in it. As you can see, it's very nicely packaged. So far, I've seen nothing that's damaged. And it definitely looks like it gives you everything you need to install it. So I'm gonna pause, read the instructions. If I come across anything that's out of the ordinary in there, I'll let you know. And then, well, before I do that, here, let's open this camera up, see what it looks like. See how big of a camera it's gonna be in the front. Ooh, that looks pretty nice. I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to read the instructions on this. There's markings like 0, 45, 90, 135, and 180. So I don't know if it's like panoscopic or whatever. So let me look into it. And there they got the, please format TF card through the dash cam before using. All right, so there it is, and I'm gonna go read the instructions, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so we opened up the box, we showed you what was in it, and now we're gonna install it in my daughter's car. So here we go. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug it in and see if it all works. And when I was reading the instructions, it said that you could use the rear camera for a backup camera. Well, she's already got a backup camera, so I'm not gonna wire it into the reverse lights like the instructions said. I just want to see if it'll work powered from the camera. So that is what I'm going to check out here in a minute. And once I get it all working, I'll show you what I got, and then we'll go from there. All right, so it's working there. I put the card in, and now I need to format the card. I'm trying to get to that. So to get to the menu, you push the button with the 3 lines on it, and then you scroll through all the settings. And there is the one. So I think then you hit the OK button. It says format, all data will be deleted. Well, I have not put any data on there, so that's good. So I hit OK. I can't read what that says. And it's formatted. So, okay. So I formatted the card. So I'm going to turn you back off now. And then I'm going to hook up the rear camera and see if it gives me the split screen without having to wire it to the brake light. So here we go. All right. So I got it hooked up. And as you can see, it has got the split screen without having to wire up that red wire to the backup light. So I am good to go. So now I just need to install this. So anyways, the power goes to this one. The rear camera goes to this one. In the package with the wire for the rear camera, they had a double-sided tape so that you can attach this to the back window, because I am definitely, you can install and drill holes where it goes through the back of the car and all that. I am not going to do that. We're not going to be drilling holes in my daughter's relatively new car. So we're just going to install it all on the interior here. So let me get going on this. I'm going to unplug the rear camera and unplug the power and pick a good spot to put it, which is probably going to be up behind the mirror. And then I will run the rear view camera around through all the headliner to the back. So here we go. All right, so I put the adapter on, or the connector for the windshield, and it is very, very solid filling. So I'm gonna plop this up there, and then we'll take a look at the routing for all the wiring. All right, so I used the cigarette lighter port for the cord, ran down around, so I'm going to put it down in there. I'm going to use a bread tie and just tidy this up a little. It's just going to have to drop down there because I don't think it'll impact it too much. So that's the way I'm going to run it. All right, so that's where I have it. Cord's going down there. I cleaned it up a little bit. She usually just uses this to drive back and forth to work, so that shouldn't bother her at all. So next step is to run the rear camera. So it's got a lot of cord. This isn't that large of a car. So what I think I'm going to do is actually start at the front and then tuck all the extra into the headliner in the back. That's my plan anyway. So let me get that stuff ready to go, and then I'll show you the route that I am going to use. I would like to point out that they gave us some pretty nice little clips in case she wants to run it across her dash or under the dash or something. And they also gave us a little tool to use to push the cable up into the headliner or behind the trim. So that's always a good thing too. So we'll go from there. All right, in order to get the cable to go further up into the headliner, I went and got a bigger tool to push that in there. So here we go, because it needs to go farther back in there, and I wanted something with a little beef to it. So here we go. All right, I put it up into the headliner, brought it down here, and now I'm putting it behind the trim so that it will be out of the way of everybody. So if you see that it's like stuff back in there, I'm going to run it all the way around underneath this trim. And then once it gets here, you got this red seal, or black seal, I mean, we can put it in there and nobody will ever see it. So I'm just going to go this whole length. I don't know if I was recording that or not. I hope I was. But anyways, I brought it along the top here. It's back behind this panel. And then I'm going to put it up behind this black seal and run it all the way across the car. And then behind that piece of trim all the way back. So that's what we're in the middle of. All right, so there's the double-sided tape that I'm going to use to mount that right in the center. So I'm going to do that, and then all the excess cable I will put up in the headliner right there. So let me do that, and then I'll show you the final install. All right, I got it installed in the headliner all the way back. All I got to still do, and I'm not going to show you that, is tighten up the screws to that so it's level. But other than that, it's all installed. Hopefully you see how simple this is. And if you're looking for a relatively inexpensive dash cam, this will help you out. And I really appreciate everybody watching. If you have any questions, please put them below in the comments. And again, if it helps you out, please like, please share, please subscribe. Thank you very much and have a great day.